subscribe. It's not a game, it's not a test, it's the real thing. And of course, you know that. You been through knew that. You know what I'm saying? Anything else would be uncivilized and outright, downright preposterous. Hey man, listen here. The title of this live is Sometimes You Just Got to Hustle. Sometimes you just got to hustle. I hope y'all can hear me. Let me know in the comments if you can hear me. I ain't feel like camming up today. I'm in relax mode. You know, I'm in relax mode. Some of y'all may say that's preposterous, but that's what it is right now. I'm in relax mode. But the title of this live is Sometimes You Just Got to Hustle. And before I get into this, I want to say double tap the screen when you come in here. You know what I'm saying? Show love. We keeping it clean. So watch your profanity in here. Ain't no beefing, ain't no arguing. I don't care what nobody got going on. Ain't no beefing, ain't no arguing. Everybody just chill. But double tap on the screen for me. But sometimes you just got to hustle, man. You just got to hustle out here. I don't know what people be thinking. I done ran into several situations lately where people is just out here and just ain't trying to make nothing happen or ain't trying to hustle or nothing. Sometimes you just got to hustle. I can't sit around and bank on nothing. I can't afford to sit around banking on something that may or may not come. Even if it is coming, I still don't got time to wait. I got to execute. I need money now. That's the society we live in. We need money now. So these people want you to work for free. People want you to give them a handout. People sitting around with expectations. People sitting around waiting. You can't be doing that. Why? That's preposterous. You got to get up and grind. You got to get up and hustle. I don't know what these folks be thinking, man. Anyway, and we all know people like that. Because it ain't just one person like that. It ain't one in every hood, one in every family. We all know several people like that that's sitting around waiting and don't want to hustle. Man, I know people that just refuse, just don't want to work, refuse to keep a job, refuse to maintain employment, and everything. Like you don't even want to work. You don't want no money. How you don't want no money? And stuff getting harder and harder and more expensive out here. I mean, you don't want to survive. You don't want to live. If you don't want no money out in America, you done lost the will to live because you ain't gonna survive or live out here with no money. You better get you almost use profanity. You better get up and get you something out here because anything else is uncivilized and downright preposterous. You feel what I'm saying? So man, I know people, man, that's sitting out here, man, and like, how about that person? Y'all know somebody who got a lawsuit or something coming? We all know that. We all got that lawsuit person. Oh yeah, when I get my money from my suit, when I get my money from my lawsuit, when I get my money, but oh, shout out to Chef O. Oh, I forgot all about Chef O. We got a mukbang premiering on Chef O. That's the cooking channel. So that just dropped. That alert just dropped. Go check that out either now or when you get off here. As long as it's support for me, I don't care. But man, it's too much money, right? Too much money out here to not be uh getting out here and grinding, man, and hustling. Like everybody know the lawsuit person. Everybody, we've all, oh, when I get my money from my suit, oh, I got my lawsuit case. Oh, when I get my money, oh, let me borrow this, man. When I get my money, I mean, and we know people like that that's been getting lawsuit money for years. They've been telling us for years that they got a case coming. You know what I'm saying? I ain't cammed up today. I'm in relax mode. You know what I'm saying? I'm laying down and relaxing. I just came here to talk real quick. But we all know these let me just go with what I gotta say. Don't think I'm ignoring nobody. You know what I'm saying? Um we all know the lawsuit. We got the lawsuit coming. You know, man, a lawsuit can take years on top of years on top of years. And there's people that's living their life going around borrowing everything, begging for everything, bumming for everything, and talking about what they gonna do when they get some money. They don't know when it's coming. It ain't no set date or nothing. Oh, when I get my settlement, when I get my money, man, you better get out here and go to work. You know what I'm saying? You better get out here and hustle and grind and get you something. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. That's preposterous. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's my new word. It's preposterous. Then you got these people. Then we also, man, we got people out here that's just banking and counting on what somebody else got. You can't sit out here banking and counting somebody else's pockets and worried about what somebody else got. You better get out here and get yours. Who cares what the next person got? It's people out here. I would never put my situation in somebody's hands like that to where I'm gonna sit there and be banking on what you got or what you got coming in. Get up and grind. If you want to be successful, if you want to be financially stable, financially comfortable out here, if you want to be rich out here, then get up and get rich, get stable, get financially comfortable out here. It's people that's always got a scheme or a scam coming or banking on somebody else's money. Oh, my mama just got this big lawsuit. My daddy just got this big lawsuit. And they think they finna be rich. You remember some years back when Michael Jackson, rest his soul, when he passed away, and they was, the family had that big lawsuit, um, from when he passed and all that stuff, and they thought they was gonna hit that big lawsuit. Remember? And then they even uh kidnapped. I don't know if I can say that on YouTube, so you know what I mean. They abducted the mom and had her somewhere, I guess, stamping out, trying to divide. Hey, you gonna tell us what you giving us, or whatever they was trying to work out, where the mom supposedly disappeared against her will. But you know, them kids, especially Jermaine, went and was buying Ferraris and more Harley Davidsons and Bentleys and everything. They was counting that money before it even came. You know, so how you gonna sit banking on somebody out here? You better get moving. I don't know what's wrong with folks, man. You know what I'm saying? What's good, Rodney? I don't know what's wrong with these people out here, man. If you want something, you better get up and get it. I ain't banking and counting on nobody. You know what I'm saying? I don't. If you got some type of big life insurance policy or inheritance or something, I'm not banking on nobody to get no inheritance. You know how vile that is? So you waiting for somebody to kick the bucket so you can benefit. Man, get out here and hustle. I ain't waiting on nobody to kick the bucket and expire and pass on out here to make me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't rich, but I can imagine don't nothing feel better than being self-made. And don't nothing feel better than being self-made and knowing that you got it on your own and got it out the mud. And not you ain't sitting around waiting on nobody else to get me, please. I see a bunch of people come in here, ain't nobody tap that button. Please look out. But it's downright preposterous. As soon as I get on here, everybody wanna text and everything else. Let me go ahead and turn that on, Tyler. So anyway, yeah. So people sitting here banking on somebody else, what they got going on or they good fortune for they living. Man, y'all crazy. You know what I'm saying? Y'all crazy. Man, the past, like man, I've been through so much the past 5 years or so in my life. I feel you, Mintship 716. Y'all go subscribe to Mintship 716 channel. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, man, I've been through some stuff in my life. I'm talking about people. I remember going through hard times and having hard times and not having nobody or very few people. If I had anybody who I could reach out to, they was in my immediate family. Sister, mother, brother, whatever. They was in my not having nobody, and people sat around to. I didn't hear from them. They disappeared, and then once the hard times disappeared. Oh yeah, oh man, where you been at, man? Oh man, we missed you. This and this and that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, well, where you was at? You know, you was out of sight, out of mind. You know what I'm saying? And then soon as you get through your hard times, the floodgates open up. They flood you. Hey, can you do this? Can you do that? Can you do this? Can you help me with this? Can you help me with the? You know what I'm saying? And they'll get mad if you won't do it. I'm like, where was you at? You know what I'm saying? And it's like, look, you wasn't missing me. You thought that by me being back on top of my game and in my situation that'll benefit you and help you. But one thing about the bounce back is the bounce back don't even happen overnight. The fall we is good is good and bad, it's ups and downs. You're gonna be up sometimes in life and sometimes you're gonna be struggling. And either one come overnight. Even when you going through them hard times, sometimes you see them hard times coming and you know, okay, it's about to have to be some adjustments made because I see things is getting kind of crazy out here. You know what I'm saying? And then when it get crazy and you come up out of it, you start to see yourself come up out of it little by little. Okay, good. I got this better job now. Okay, I got this bill out the way. I've been paying this for years. Good. I don't got to pay that no more. And you got stuff. So it take time to bounce back. So it's like, look, whatever got you down and out, whether it's your fault or some circumstances that you didn't have no control over, you got to start your bounce back game. Remember that Juvie? Like, I'm about to bounce back, bounce back. You got to bounce back, cause I'm trying to bounce back. I'm worried about me. Everybody out here, you got to bounce back, man. We all got bills, responsibilities, and everything else, man. People ain't got no time for you to be sitting around banking on them and waiting on them to bounce back or have some type of financial windfall or stroke of luck or for a blessing to rain upon them so that you can be out here living it up. Man, it's crazy. Sometimes you just got to hustle. It's a million ways to eat. I remember hearing jokes and they saying, "Oh, in California, the Mexicans are standing out on the street selling oranges, or people hustling everywhere you go." It was a laundromat by my house in Florida, and there was a woman that sold socks, and they was like 50 cents a pair. And I bought socks religiously from this woman for years. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what you get, buy something and sell it. When the pandemic first kicked off, you know what I'm saying? When the pandemic first kicked off, I had some broccoli. I had masks before they became widely available. I briefly had masks that I was selling 5 for $10. 5 of them for $10, and then that didn't last long because then they was everywhere and everybody had them. But remember when it first kicked off, the pandemic, people was walking around with shirts tied around their face because it was a shortage on masks. I had them. And I had sea moss. Look, this will keep your immunity up. This will keep you from getting sick. So in addition to having a job, I was doing those 3 things on the side. That's 3 separate pieces. You got to get out here. You got to grind sometime. These people ain't got no plan, no nothing. Get out here, man. I don't give a damn, man. You better pick up a handful of grass and sell it to a fool if you got to. But do something out here, you know. There's too many people sitting around waiting on the easy play. Like, it just don't work like that, man. It don't work like that. For the first time in my life, I'm gonna learn what it feels like to be selfish. Does everybody else know that's been my viewpoint for in my living and in all my days? It seems like everyone's selfish. Seems that way. In my life, I'm gonna learn what it feels like because I'm gonna. I told y'all this. I said this about a year ago that I was learning how it felt to finally say no, and it felt good. Nah, man, nah, not this time. Can't help you. Can't do it. I help strangers now. Help strangers. That's some good advice. 'Cause that's how you get your blessings. You get your blessings by helping other people and doing for other people. Help strangers. You know what I'm saying? That way, there ain't no disappointment attached. You know what I'm saying? And when you give something, just give it. Don't try to police it or control it. If you give something, just give it. You know. But yeah, man. Like, and let me tell you something, man. Look out for yourself. Stack your money, and don't never stop hustling and hope that nothing go wrong for you, man. Man, you wouldn't believe what go on out here, man. You wouldn't believe going out here, man. People will do anything. I was just talking to a friend of mine about this. I don't know why us as a people, why we like to see people down so much. And I don't care who it be friends, it be family, it be strangers. It just people just don't want to see nobody get nothing or don't nobody be nowhere. People want to see you in a bad way. People want to see you be sick. People want to see you be disabled. Anything that can just put you in a position of where you can't outdo them or out earn you or out earn them. You know what I'm saying? It got to be somebody that's secretly in competition. But this goes on all over the place, all over the world. I've been through it, and a lot of other people going through it. You know what I'm saying? So that's why the title is, sometimes you just got to hustle. You got to stay hustling. You got to hope don't nothing bad happen. But even if something bad do happen and, you hit hard times, you know what I'm saying? You got to keep you a way to hustle. It's all about a transaction, man. Buy something you could sell. I don't care what it is. Go get you some socks like that woman did. You know what I'm saying? Go get you some oranges like the Mexicans you laughing at do. You know what I'm saying? Go get you some sea moss. Go get you something that you can turn over and sell if you have a hard time, you know. But one thing is key, and I said this before, you must know how to manage your funds out here. You must know how to manage your money. A lot of people problem is that they just don't know how to manage money. And that's why they're in the situation that they're in. You got to know how to manage money. You got to live within your means, man. You got to. That's how everybody gets ahead. Everybody gets ahead. It ain't a group or culture in this country that don't get ahead by managing their money and living within their means. You be talking, but these Asian people will come here, and they'll work and stack their money. Then they'll buy that restaurant from some people they know and cook in there and hustle and get their money up. Then invest in stuff back in their country and eat even more. Invest in other types of business and diversify in stocks and everything else and eat even more. You know what I'm saying? And then when they get ready to eat, they'll sell that restaurant for cheap to the next family or the next people, and so they can lift themselves up. And this Hispanics, it happened with every culture and race that stepped foot in this country. Everybody. You know what I'm saying? It's common sense. Anything less would be uncivilized and downright preposterous. But yeah, man. Hey, keep you something out here, man, because it's treacherous out here. It's ugly. It's ugly, man. You know what I'm saying? People don't want you to have nothing. people don't people don't want you to have nothing. People want you down and out. Remember that you is public enemy number one. We got so much against us as people, it ain't even funny. Double tap on the screen, hit that like button. I just came through here, stopped through here to see what was up with the people. We got 8 on the likes, double tap on the screen. I'm gonna do a quick hour in here. I meant to go loud, I meant to go live yesterday, but time didn't permit me to go live or whatever. But I'm here right now. Check out the content on both channels. Go subscribe to Haitian Reg, Mint Chip. Tyrone Andrews, what's up with you? What's going on? Rodney B up in here. Yeah. But yeah, man. Yeah. It's crazy out here, man. It's crazy. And I remember that title. I remember my mom used to say that to me when I was younger. She said, sometimes you just got to hustle. You just got to hustle. You know what I'm saying? You just got to. If you in America and you ain't rich, rich people hustle. Rich people hustle. That's how they gonna stay rich. So if somebody rich got to hustle, what you think you got to do? You got 24 hours like they got 24 hours. If they rich and they feel like they got to hustle, what do you have to do? Man, you must be crazy. If you think you finna sit here with banking on what the next person got or with your hand out and you gonna actually be successful and be somewhere, you sadly mistaken. You ain't gonna be able to retire. What you gonna retire off? And then especially if you a certain age, if you like a millennial or something, it may not even be no Social Security. Didn't they raise the age of it? You know what I'm saying? You know, what you think you gonna do out here? You know what I'm saying? You got to hustle. So if you ain't used to hustling, you better get used to hustling. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we got a lot against us. Then we got this AI. What we got now? AI. Look at this here. AI. What? And then everybody cry, oh, it's taking the jobs. It's taking the jobs. And more of that's the mind of a worker. That's a worker mind state. It's good to work a job, but work it while it can work for you to your advantage. Don't ever just go to work and just get locked in that round robin of getting a paycheck, only getting to experience your life for the day or two that you off, especially if it's on the weekend. But other than that, it's all going to it's all going to vices and all that. You know what I'm saying? You don't never travel nowhere. Even if you do, that's about all you get to do. But it's like, come on. You know what I'm saying? Get out here and grind. Because you worry about AI. I ain't worried about AI because you know why? I'm currently trying to figure out how to manipulate it and make it work for me too so I can get something. That's what that does. So don't worry about it taking your job. Worry about using it to create a job for yourself. I don't care if it's writing you a business plan or whatever. The first thing, when I first heard of AI, I downloaded Chat GPT. That was the first time I heard of AI. When Digital Dre told me about it, I went to download and it was already on my phone. I was like, oh yeah, I got it. I had been having it. I had it like a year. So I said, think of all the stuff that you can do, the skills, the stuff that you know how to do, whether it be stuff that's related to your job or your career, or what's up for Tanya, or whether it be. So I said, okay, I know how to. I had been watching these videos of this dude, doing like carpet and flooring. You know what I'm saying? Like different tasks and Truman or whatever. I forgot what his name was. I think he in Atlanta or something. So I said, hey, I could do all, and he making good money. I said, I could do that same stuff. I know how to do everything he doing. So I went on Chat GPT and I said, write me out a business plan for a carpet and flooring business. Just gave it the little details. And in 30 seconds, it was there. Stuff like that is Ron Du, shout out to him. He'll be getting released soon. Ron Du, I just recently helped him out. He want to start a nonprofit organization. I hunted down. I used it to hunt down everything that he needed to do and what type of money he was going to need to spend within a few seconds. And that made life a hell of a lot easier for him. So you don't worry about AI taking no job. Use AI to create a job for yourself. Use AI to create some capital. Use AI to hustle. So everything that he wanted to do, he now has a clear lane. He ain't got to do no whole bunch of research. He ain't got to spend no unnecessary money. He ain't got to take no bumps and bruises. He ain't got to get beat over the head. He got an open lane. This is what you need to do right here. Because a lot of times it be research. And us as people, a lot of times we don't want to open up no book. It's a saying about us that goes, if you want to hide something from a ninja, put it in a book. I could put $1,000 in a damn book in some black folks' house, and they won't even know it's in there. The book probably end up getting thrown away with $1,000 in it because motherfucker do not want to open up no book if it ain't about no drama. or want to do anything that's not concerning no drama. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, you know, that information would have required definitely some research, maybe possibly opening up a book or two, even though he's still gonna have to open up a book or two. Some people would rather make the mistakes and cross that bridge when they get to it than to just open up a book, sit down, take their time, figure out what they got to do and what they're gonna need to facilitate whatever it is they're trying to do. Well, it ain't no such thing. Same thing I'm talking about here. It ain't no such thing as slow when it comes to Chat GPT. You download it like you download everything else on the phone and tell it what you want to do. That's simply what it is. And you can't not. That ain't got nothing to do with being smart. A 2-year-old can make some. It's kids out here that's starting apps. It's children out here that's starting apps. Got businesses. Yeah, well, AI on the phone, Chat GPT. Anything you want to know, if you think, hey, well, you already using it. If you've ever Googled anything, you kind of already using it. But it's even more better than Google. It's Google on steroids. You just ask it, and it's gonna put it forth. You know what I'm saying? So I'm finding myself using it for more and more stuff that's beneficial to me. I ain't worrying about it because, like Mama say, sometimes you got to hustle. Got to hustle. You sure do. Well, me too. I like the old days too, but the old days ain't coming back. What is coming is these new days. So I ain't finna sit in these old days or these days. I'm finna start moving with this. So when I get old, I won't be in no bad spot. Double tap on the screen, hit that like button with 27 minutes in. Big IV, Big Four, by the people, for the people. This is the For the Real Only channel. You know what I'm saying? You already know what it is. Appreciate everybody. Like I said, I came on here right when I was supposed to have right when I had an episode drop. I just dropped another mukbang, and we just keeping something posted. That's it. Just keep something posted on there. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna cry when the tube be tubing. The tube be tubing from time to time. Just keep something posted on there. You know what I'm saying? Even if that back to that, that's the YouTube hustle. You got to grind, you got to hustle, you got to keep something posted. Even if it's something recycled. Because you can recycle content on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? You can recycle content. One of my favorite YouTube channels was, I know y'all remember, everybody black remember Chris and Pops. Chris and Pops. This man father got sick. His father died like last year. That man father had been sick for like 4 or 5 years. And this man still putting out them videos, editing, making different types of edits, cutting some off and leaving some. He keep altering it and putting them same videos out. Now the man, Mr. Junior, I see his daughter is kind of doing that and keep trying to keeping it going. It's all a hustle. It's all a YouTube hustle. Sometimes you got to switch it up. You can repurpose stuff and put it back out. Keep something posted. Soon as you stop posting, they drop you in the algorithm. You know what I'm saying? You just got to keep posting. You got to grind. You got to hustle. You can't sit around and wait. Ain't nobody gonna give you nothing. Chris and Pops, the son, they from Miami, and you'll know it if you probably don't. I know you saw. You probably just don't know the name. If you saw a video from them, you gonna be like, oh, I know them. Everybody, it's like the internet version of Sanford and Son. That's what it was, you know. It just was real. It wasn't no acted out. Mm-hmm. Y'all hit that like button for me. Yep. So that's what we doing. So that ain't what we do. You know what I'm saying? These are we the new era. Yeah, it is. It was a classic. That was too funny. I mean that made me laugh a lot of times, man. I still go back and watch them. Like I don't go search it out no more because I know it ain't no new episodes. Even before he passed, it wasn't being no new ones. But if I'm scrolling through and I see something, you know what I'm saying? I might stop and watch it. Like, yeah, which one is this? Okay, I remember this one. Woo woo. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what it's all about, man. So yeah, we did with this the new era. We the new breed of people. You know what I'm saying? We don't sit around waiting for nobody downfall. We get up and hustle. You know what I'm saying? We don't sit around waiting on no lawsuit or no checks from the government or something or nothing. We get up and do what we gotta do. You know what I'm saying? You know, unless we that's it's a situation we can't control. You know what I'm saying? We don't sit around um wait for somebody to kick the bucket so we can get some type of inheritance or insurance money or something like that. You know what I'm saying? We don't sit around plotting to be no cat burglar or steal or get over. We just get up and get our own and feel good about it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, get up and get it off the muscle and come home and kick your feet up and spark you up something, pour you up something and feel good about what you did today. You know what I'm saying? Go in your pocket and count up. You know what I'm saying? As long as you ain't hurt nobody to get it. Let OG Land Diesel in the building. Y'all go subscribe to Land Diesel. Man, for Tanya, how many subscribers for this? For Tanya sitting on all these damn subscribers. For Tanya damn near monetized and don't even got no channel. That's a shame. For Tanya, I know you got like at least 500-600 subscribers. You might got more by now. Somebody click on Fatanya page to see how many subscribers she got. She can go, so you can go live because all you need is 50 to go live. So you can already go live. You damn near able to you damn near gonna be able to be monetized in a minute. Click on her page to see how many she got. Lad Diesel, you don't want to get sucked out, Hobie. 173 subs. Oh, I thought you had more than that. But still, a lot of people struggling to get that. Me and Just Do was talking about that other day. People be starting these YouTube channels and they be panicking. Like when they see they think it's so easy. You know, and when they see they can't go live and they need them 50. So how are we gonna get these 50 subs? Oh, I need subs so I can go live. How am I? You see people going chaperoning people around trying to get them 50 subs so you can go live. And then some people just get it effortlessly. This woman, she ain't even trying to have no channel and she got 173. She already there. If she go live, start going live, she'll probably hit 1,000 in no time. So she already there. And then that's when you really start getting your subs, when you get the ability to go live. When you really, because you're going to have to put out some hellified content. Because when you start putting out content, your views going to be low. And as you keep being consistent and putting it out, you know, you're going to do better. You know what I'm saying? That Western did show when the cowboy passes, the town hustlers would take everything off the cowboy. Yeah. Scavengers. That's what we is. Scavengers. It's people like that, man. It's people waiting on people, people injured and people hurt and people want them to be injured and hurt because they in competition with them. You know what I'm saying? People love to see people doing bad. People, situation is bad, and they wait for people to bounce back and get better so they can have their hand out and get favors from them. Like want them to be back so they can be of service to you. Like, how crazy is that? People sitting around here waiting for people to kick so they can have a financial windfall. You know, you just dirty her. You ain't gonna have no good luck if that's in your mind. I don't care if I had, like say if my parents had a big life insurance for me and it was 20 million, $30 million, I had to hell with that 20, $30 million. I'd rather them live forever. I'd rather them outlive me and I don't never have to see them go. You know what I'm saying? Than to collect that 20, $30 million. That's crazy. Well, I tell you what, Fatanya, you keep on grinding on that channel and keep letting them people subscribe. Y'all go subscribe to Fatanya, and when they hit 1,000, let me know, and you could just make a new page, and I'll come take that one over and put my. That's a good idea. I go, you build it up for me, get it to 1,000, and I come take it over and just put my password in, and you make a new channel, and I'll already be at the thou wow. Yeah. Yeah, build it up for me. I'll buy it off you. Get it up to a thou wow. Yep. See, there you go. Build. Let that one build back up. Let that one build up to 1,000. I'll come take it over, change the name, and you just go on the other channel. Yeah, yeah, I did. I did. I remember a girl bought like 30 something of them from me. She was real scared. Like, yeah, yeah. That hustle lasted about, like I said, people was walking around with shirts covering their face. Not too many people had masks. They was out. You know what I'm saying? The very beginning. Yep. And I just happened to run into somebody who had some, and I said, "Hey, how much you sell me these for cases? That some cases or whatever." We worked out a little deal. I bought a bunch of masks or whatever, and within like a week and a half, I was down. The good thing is I had sold most of them anyway. I think I ended up with probably I think I sold her about 35 of them, and I think I had another 35 left, but I had sold a majority of them. They was gone. I was selling them five, and like basically $2 a piece. But they had to spend 10 and get five at a time. So I bagged them up like they was DOP. You know what I'm saying? Five in the sandwich bag, and I had them in plastic, big giant plastic bag. I hit the streets with them. And in a week and a half, every bodega, every store had masks. There were cheap ones in the N95 or KN95, whatever they was called. Yep. So I had that. I had some broccoli and I had some sea moss, and I was working. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm known for it's people in Florida tell you, oh, he was working and he had some broccoli and he had some clothes and he had man I ain't gonna lie, I dipped and dabbed in a bit of anything, a lot of things. You got to hustle, you got to hustle. You know what I'm saying? Bro, I remember I made a store in Daytona. I remember I made City Trends. I made City Trend. Do you know? I mentioned this before. A lot of y'all may not know. I used to sell I did a little boosting too. I used to sell flicks like DVDs, all races, and then Daytona had a huge population of bisexual people, um, like rainbow people. So I said, let me stop discriminating, and I started just selling everything. I had toys, I had everything. You wouldn't believe how many thugged out, supposedly gangster street dudes. Them things was going 1 for 5, 3 for 10, 6 for 20. You wouldn't believe how many gangster street dudes. And this episode is about hustling. That's what we gonna talk about. You wouldn't believe how many gangster so-called street dudes was getting them rainbow and them transmission them the flicks, the DVDs about transmission and everything. They'll try to grab 3. See, I had them sectioned off. I had big duffel bags. I had them sectioned off. Like over here would be this race. Over here would be rainbow stuff. Over here. So I would see where they pulling them from. And so it's a lot of supposed tough street dudes in Daytona that I know personally. I'm like, yep, you on this type of time, because I saw what you bought. You grabbed 3 and you grabbed 1 from over here. I know what's in that area. You know what I'm saying? So you had that, and then you had the women. Let me tell you this, and it's research to back this up. And I went and researched it based off of what I was selling when I was doing that hustle. The whole boosting thing. The number one genre in adult entertainment is interracial, specifically black men, white women. That's the most popular. That's what I sold the most of as well. Who bought most of it was white women. The biggest customer for that is them. I don't know about now, but at the time, this was 07, 06, up in there. It was them. It was a bar down the street from me, a little redneck bar. I used to go in there and get off all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? So basically, yeah, that's that. I made City Trends put metal detectors on their clothes. It was a store on Mason Avenue. I don't know if you know, this little store be over. It's like a clothing store. It'd be in the South and all, in like parts of the South. This is when Coogee clothes was popular, not the sweaters, but when you remember when Boosie was wearing all that Coogee, then they was making jeans and shirts. It wasn't really nothing that I would have worn. It was colorful and everything, but because Boosie was wearing it and we was in the South, it was real popular. And man, I put City Trends. I made them put metal detectors on them clothes. I started coming in there and the detectors on them clothes. It was a reezy. Oh, yeah. No, I don't got no bags left. That was for the pandemic. That was the pandemic. Keep the what? Say please. I don't know what you're talking about. But anyway, yeah, that was during the pandemic because it was no mask. And I just happened to run into an Indian who had some mask. It was around the corner from my job, and he had his trunk open, and I just walked past. And I said, hey, these are that. And I said, can you get these? He was like, yeah. So I said, how much you would charge me for per case of these masks? And I don't know who he was, but I was able to get them from him. So I didn't know they was going to move as fast as they did, but luckily I was able to sell them. You know what I'm saying? And that was then. So that ended because they was everywhere. So you can't do that hustle no more. Hustles is different. Some hustles you can do them forever. Some you can do them long term. Some you can do them one night. You know what I'm saying? You can come up on some phony, some type of tickets for a concert, scalping, whatever you do, and or whatever. That's only gonna work for that night. CMOS hustle was slow because CMOS hustle, you got to wait for them to use the CMOS. That's one reason I can get it. I know where to get the best kinds from, but you got to wait for people to use it first. That's the thing. So you can't just get money off it all the time. You know what I'm saying? Finna brush your fangs. Oh yeah, but that was an interesting hustle. Was that the adult DVD hustle? Oh yeah. I knew a lot of folks' business during that period. Yeah, double tap on the screen. But yeah, you gotta hustle, man. Don't be sitting on here waiting on nobody. Don't be waiting on nobody good fortune and nobody downfall. because you ain't gonna have no good luck like that. It's too many people out here waiting for somebody else good fortune so they can have good fortune, or waiting for somebody else downfall so they can feel better about themselves or feel like they doing good. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, never underestimate who it may be. It could be the person at your job, the person sitting next to you in the pew at church. It could be a family member. It could be a friend. It could be a significant other. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy out here. So one thing you better do is be always on top of your game and doing what you need to do and be hustling for you. Yep. And one day I'm gonna get in here and one day I'm gonna get into specifics. I'm gonna get into specifics because you wouldn't believe some of the stuff I experienced. Yeah, but some of y'all may have already went through that. Some of y'all might already know, might already got somebody next to you that wants you down so bad, want to see you down. I had a friend like that in Florida too, man. I don't interact with him the same because he used to always try to, he had like a lot of health ailments. So he was constantly always trying to put health ailments on other people. And like he's always I'm the type of person, I believe that you can speak things into existence. So if you're always speaking negatively or speaking harm onto someone or something, it's gonna come. So I never like those people who try to self-diagnose everybody. We all know somebody who try to self-diagnose people all the time. Oh, anything can happen to you. You can sneeze. Oh, you sneeze kind of hard. You better make sure you ain't got diabetes because people who got diabetes be sneezing hard like that. Oh, when you was bleeding, the blood was too watery. You might have cancer. Cause they say when people, and it's always they say it was they. Oh, the blood was too watery, so you may have cancer. They always, and I feel like you talk stuff up like that. You bring it into existence. Don't diagnose me. Don't put no bad luck or no health ailments or anything like that on me. You know what I'm saying? I can't stand people like that. And that's just, to me, it's a sign that they want to see you in a bad way. They want to see you down. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you would have, but meanwhile, you got diabetes, your heart, you having problems with your heart. You have all the stuff you putting on me is wrong with you. So it's like you want somebody to be in your position or what? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah. Sometimes people won't even pick up a phone and keep in contact with people and see how they doing, but they'll ask other people around that person or that know that person how they doing, how are they looking now. Well, why are you asking how they look? You want them to be looking bad so you can gauge and compare how you look to how they look. You got people out here that go to funerals just to see how people that go to funerals to eat, and you got people that go to funerals just to see how people look and they coffin so they could talk about them. Now, who looks like they self when they depart this earth? No one. I ain't been to a funeral. My dad was the best person I ever seen. The best job God did with him when he passed on. He looks no different than he did in his life. The pictures I got in him and I got of him at his funeral. He looks zero. He look exactly like himself. Other than that, nobody I've ever seen in my life looks like they do in death than they did when they were alive. But it's people who go to funerals and sit around and talk about, oh, they was looking like this, they was looking like that. Like that's something to talk about. That ain't nothing to talk about. That ain't nothing you don't say nothing like that. Y'all ever seen New Jersey Drive when he came out and they got mad at him? He's like, oh, that didn't even look like him. You don't go to nobody's funeral and talk about how they was looking. You know what I'm saying? So people got a lot of stuff with them that just, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of stuff going in our community. Y'all know that. Yep, drop 20 plus years friendships and really, yeah. You got people like that around them, get them from around you. So as like I said, this dude, a friend of mine, he always want to see everybody around him sick and in a bad way and then have health ailments. And man, you don't have to keep these people in y'all life. Y'all remember that. You know what I'm saying? I don't care who they is. I don't care how long you've been friends with them. I don't care if they family members. These are not necessary people in your life. Get rid of these people if you got to. Because there's a few people I know in my life that's on probation like a MF. You know what I'm saying? Trying to keep it clean on the channel this go around. It's some people in my life that is on strict probation. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't got time for anybody that's looking for me to be in a bad way, looking for a downfall from me, waiting on me so they can try to take it for anything. You know, hey, we ducking and die. We getting these people out our way. So you right about that. I wholeheartedly agree with that. Everybody can walk. As far as I'm concerned, I ain't going for no BS. Yep. Yeah. It's probation. Like I've been thinking to myself, man, that this is my life. This is my life. This is my journey. When you, I don't know how many of y'all believe in reincarnation and what evidence you have that it actually exists, but I don't believe in it. To me, it ain't no take two. When you out of here, you out of here. You know what I'm saying? This is my life. I'm gonna be here one time and that's it. I don't have time for anything that don't make me happy or suit me in any type of way. So if you don't want me to win, you don't want nothing good for me, even my health, you want to see me in a bad way, you want to see me doing bad and not having that. What else do I need to know? You know what I'm saying? Somebody wants you to be sick. Man, look, what? 7,400 one way. What up? It's your partner. I've been seeing you change that name so long ago, I almost forgot. Yeah, it's your partner. 7,400 one way. Y'all go subscribe to 7,400 one way. Mm-hmm. But man, that competition, that's like some unspoken competition. That competition is crazy. That competition is crazy. People be in competition with you. I remember losing. I remember losing a friend. I remember I was on some a health journey years back, and then it's like everything was going. God was just blessing me. That's when I first got into this career. Had a new vehicle. Had everything was just like new and fresh, and I guess my life was looking sparkly. I guess I was shining to other people from a distance. You know what I'm saying? So, and then I remember specifically like my main friend at the time, our so-called friend, just our relationship just instantly got weird and we stopped hanging together. Instantly got weird. And I know I didn't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes people can't take that. That's how you know somebody's secretly in competition. And it also let me know that that person had to see me as being beneath them at one point. Because when I guess I did better and I started to look a certain way to them, they couldn't take seeing me look better than them or look good, and then they removed themselves. Mind you, I ain't never looked bad. Yeah. But I'm not. I'm saying in their mind, they must have thought, and I'm like, damn, is that? Because I'm like, the particular person, I'm like, man, I ain't known you to do nothing but be a couch potato. You know what I'm saying? You might have had a few females, but it didn't transfer to no money. You was always a couch potato, broke, doing, you living like a kid out here. You know what I'm saying? I've been on man time. You living like a kid. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I hope you didn't think you was above me, but or maybe I don't know what he thought, but all I know was good fortune shined upon thee. Like in the years 2000, like into 2017 and 2018, just life hit a real good turn. You know what I'm saying? And all I know when I came around, the handshakes wasn't the same, the eye contact wasn't the same, the smile wasn't the same, and it started being less hanging out. You know what I'm saying? Well, like Benny Siegel said, I read between the lines of your eyes and your brow. Your handshake ain't matching your smile. You niggas foul. You know what I'm saying? And things just changed, you know. So, man, people be in secret competition with you. Want you to be sick, want you to be down and out, want you to be hurt, want you to suffer financially. I'm like, man, it's crazy out here. You got to really hustle and stay on top of yours. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy to be here. That's what I'm happy. Nara Sim. I don't want to butcher your name. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm happy, and I'm on a quest to be even happier. You know what I'm saying? So, and that I'm gonna achieve that at all costs. Cuddy, what's up? GPT Cuz Cuddy sipping. Y'all go subscribe to Cuz. Is that the real Cuz Cuddy? Somebody tap on GPT and see how many subs he got. Make sure it ain't, because I could have sworn I would have wrenched him over here, because I feel like he been over here before. Somebody tap on GPT and see how many subs he got. Because in this sector you gotta wrench people, or fake pages of them will infiltrate the chat. Let me know. GP have 0 subs, no content. Okay, fake channel blocked. You're out of there. Yep. Yeah, because I know he came through here before in the past, and I wrenched him. Yep. So who calling me, man? Calling me. Yeah. Y'all can hear that? Y'all hear the phone ringing? Cause I got some Bluetooth. I'll be wondering what y'all can and can't hear. Baba D. Hello. Oh, okay. I'm the dollar scratcher. What is a dollar scratcher? You talking about a scratch off ticket? Yeah, get out here and hustle, man. What up, play? Yeah, get out here and hustle, man. So that was a funny that was a funny story. So yeah, man. You know, I seen dude some months back, and it ain't nothing changed. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yep, because deep down inside, he know me. He know I overstand. You know what I'm saying? I overstand. He know I'm a thinker, so he knew that I seen him, and I saw through, and I saw what it was in the beginning when he got funny. You know what I'm saying? When he didn't like seeing me be blessed, he knew I seen it. So he can't face me. He still can't face me. So I ran into him some months ago. I said, let me speak, even though, I said, let me speak just to look in his eyes and see. And it's the same thing. What up, man? Oh, what's up, man? And he looked him in the eyes. He looked away and shook my hand. Yeah, he talking and looking all over. And the outer space couldn't even look me in the eye. Yep. No. Yeah, it means play. Play safe. Y'all go subscribe to Play Safe too. Play underscore safe. 7400 one way. Go subscribe to him. All right, these the same. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and nip this in the bud now. He ain't got time. And that Mama D page too was. I ain't gonna nip that in the bud now. Yeah, what you got going on, Play? What's up with you? Yeah. Yeah. I fell back for a little minute. I didn't clear the story up, but for those that didn't know, the tube started tubing, and this time it started tripping on both channels simultaneously. So I said, man, I'm working for nothing. I'm making content for nothing. Cooking videos went down. The lives went down. So I chilled out. I said, hold on, we ain't gonna be you know, working for nothing, even though, the views, we all small creators, the views that we get ain't really that major anyway. So that's all the more reason why you don't even want to see them declining. If I'm getting a cooking video, it got 5, 800, 1.2, 2,000, 3,000, and then it's dropping down to 40. Oh no, we can't have that. Especially you breaking a sweat too. This I feel like this cooking content, this food content, the hardest thing. It's a grind. Just relaxing, okay. Yep. Well, y'all, I'm pretty sure y'all having a show tonight. So those of y'all that's gonna see this, that replay the content. I mean the comments or whatever. Y'all go subscribe. Like I said, play underscore safe, and they having a little third. Y'all doing a little Thursday night live tonight. David Coxsmith, what's up, brother? How you doing? Appreciate you falling through. Let's get us a roll call and wait. Who we got in here? We ain't international. Okay, we got here by way of Compton, Vegas in here, Oakland, by way of Oakland. We got Duval, Jacksonville in here, Jersey in here. We got Texas in here. LA was in here, you know what I'm saying? North Carolina. We ain't international with it yet. We usually have somebody here. Where you from, David? Yep. Yeah, I just came tap in real quick, get some watch hours. I need to get up these last 6. Oh, another North Carolina by way of Baltimore. Rodney was telling me about that triangle. I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about that triangle. I gotta go where the follow my career. I gotta go where the money at. It's gonna be. I've been saying all these damn places. I narrowed it down to three. Where, and it's gonna be the Columbus, or we going out Denver out on the West Coast, or we going to that triangle. You know what I'm saying? Them the three I narrowed it down to as far as moving. The triangle, that's North Carolina. That's the triangle is Raleigh, Durham, Chapel Hill. So in doing my research in my field, I see that they got a nice amount of work out there for me if I went out that way. So I narrowed it down to them 3 cities, and I've been to every one except for Denver. Even if I went, I wouldn't be in actual Denver. I'd probably go to the outside. The metro area always be cheaper. You know, it'd be cheaper outside to go to the outside town. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Napoleon? Okay, so we got Atlanta now, North Carolina. Yep. Go, go top Denver. Go to Denver. Yeah, I've heard that. I hear a lot of good things about. I know a guy, an older guy. Well, he wasn't in Denver. He in the hotel industry. He came out to New Jersey because his parents was elderly, and he transferred his job out here with the Marriott, but he was over in Colorado Springs. But he was saying how nice Carolina is. I mean, Colorado is. But he was saying the only thing is like it's probably less of our people there than anywhere you probably go. Like almost unless you probably going to Montana or I got a friend of mine from Florida staying in Idaho. You know what I'm saying? Hey, but he was saying, hey, it's more black folks here than you think it is, but um um no, I'm just trying to go where to work at. But yeah, he was saying like I guess out there, I guess it's mostly, white folks and Asians and probably like a large and growing Mexican population in Colorado. So yeah, I got to go with who gonna pay me. Columbus was a nice town, though. I thought it was gonna be like a little country town, but it wasn't country. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can go back and check out the content when I was out there driving around the town. You know what I'm saying? And they got some cheap. You can get a house for cheap out there too. Dirt cheap. That is a nice little distance away though. That's why I ain't gonna lie. Even though I heard it's nice, and I know the pay is good. Ohio, I know the pay is good. It's the farthest away. Like from where I'm at, Columbus is 8 hours, but then you got a Midwest winter. So my but my so I don't know, the one that where my heart would go the most is probably going going down south and go but the other two got even more work than that one got. So they all got their pluses and minuses. That's why I've been talking about this for a while, and just now narrowing it down. Midwest is Ohio. That's Ohio. All I know is I want to get out of the Northeast. I'm trying. I want me a culture clash. You know what I'm saying? Tired of these ninjas. Wait, what does he say? I'm just now seeing what Nancy R. Culture is when the state attorneys of the state of Florida. I don't know. Oh, that ain't man. That ain't bad, man. You ought to see. It's places in upstate New York, man. I don't. Man, people. I remember I was in Florida. It was a guy I worked with, a white boy from upstate New York, and his people had sent him a picture, and he showed me a picture of the side of their house, and it was a big mountain of snow. It was snow piled up like halfway. Like it's places where the snow way worse than Jersey, don't even scratch the surface. But Midwest, like winters in the Midwest, I feel like they be a lot more brutal. Like they be colder and everything like that. And probably get a little bit, might get a little more snow too. Yeah, so when you visit, you probably want to come in the spring. Don't underestimate this East Coast heat. You better come in the spring, or you gonna still feel like you in Florida, so you'll be used to it. Yeah. Double tap on the screen if you didn't do these. Trying to at least get me a 20 piece. Did y'all check out the mukbang? You know what I'm saying? Have you had a chance to check out any of the mukbang? I put out a mukbang at noon today. Yeah. Oh, and I'm over an hour. See how the time be flying when you be on live. You know what I'm saying? I got some more stuff I want to talk about too, but I think I'm gonna break it up and save it for the next live. Tomorrow Friday, so I'm off. Might go live tonight. It'll be late though. If I go live tonight, it'll be after midnight. Late night slot. That late night slot be jumping sometime, but it be some weirdos. Any of y'all ever been up late night? See, I know we was doing Friday night lives late, so people was on my live. But sometimes if you scroll through these lives late at night, like that late night slot, 12, 1, 2 in the morning, man, you be seeing some weird stuff and some weird looking people. You know what I'm saying? That be on these lives on the late. Any of y'all know, you know what I'm saying? If you know, you know. Yep. But I appreciate everybody that tapped in for Tanya, Mysterium, Numinous, Tyrone Andrew, Salute, Napoleon, David Cocksmith, Play_safe. Y'all go subscribe to her. Check out the TPT tonight on her channel. The live. Who else we got? 7400 One Way. Y'all subscribe to 7400 One Way, aka it's your partner. Narasim Hamurthy. Hope I ain't say your name wrong. Salute, appreciate you coming through the chat. Hold on. Didn't I just. Okay. Appreciate you coming through the chat. Her herbs and animals are life. Appreciate you coming through the chat. I'm going to keep you on here. I'm about that. You might got something to say on here for real. About them herbs. Trademark TM2222. Salute to her for coming through. Ramawi. You was talking another language, but salute to you coming through. Who else we had? OG Land Diesel, baby. You don't want to get socked out on me. Y'all go subscribe to Landale, Landail 100. That's OG Land Diesel. Go check him out. If y'all make it this far, Rob Barrel 2000, aka Rodney B. Salute. Haitian Reds, Little Haiti too. Y'all go check him out. Salute to him for coming through. Mint Chip 716 OG Cupcake. Go check her out. Shout out to her. Jake GFF8G. I don't know. When I see all them letters like that, I get to thinking I don't even know who that is. Adrian the GOAT, whatever. Salute to them. Appreciate them coming through here, man. Big IV, Big Four, by the people, for the people. This is, that's what I said, barrel. This is the For the Real Only channel. Like, share, and subscribe. And hit that notification bell so you can stay tapped in as well. Sorry, not because I know it's not a game, it's not a test. This is the real thing. Tonio Man does mukbang. Yeah, salute to Tonio. Me and Tonio partners, man. We do a lot of collaborations together. For those of y'all that don't know, I do the intros and outros on Tonio Man channel. The little AI comic strip things. But I'm very crafty and creative with the ideas that I come up with. As you can see on his intros and outros, anybody interested in intros and outros can hit me up in the inbox or whatever, and we can exchange emails and put something together. And you come up with either your idea, we bring it to life, or I can brainstorm on it and bring something to life. But yeah, we about to collab and come up with some t-shirt designs. I'm about to hop on that today, and you know, we might do a live mukbang too. We was talking about that. Tonio Man, Chefo. But yeah, appreciate y'all for coming through, man. I'm about to get up out of here. One.